Lee. 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 Lee!
What?
There's a pandemic going on in the world and we need you to make entertainment online now!
Okay.
Quickly!
Let's do this. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Wait right there.
Okay.
I'm ready. Welcome to another episode of Co-Video Breakdown. I'm Lee Christian, your host, and this is your co-host,
Grace Williams.
And we've got a massive show packed full of loads of music, actually. I was complaining in previous shows that not enough musicians were sending us stuff. Now it's a show packed pretty much to the brim with musicians, pretty much. So what have we got coming up in the show, Grace?
We've got performances from Noni Renee, The Suicide Notes, Von Deezy. We've got a little game with the Soap Girls, who are going to be playing How Well Do You Know Your Bandmate. And we've also got cooking with Ben Phillips and gaming with Trista Bites.
Great, and also we've got our star interview with none other than Janelle Monae guitarist Kellindo Parker. So, with that in mind, let's get on with our Corona update.
The government's new track and trace app has run into some problems. Due to a technical error, it has got mixed up with a similar Parcel Force app. Good news though, your virus has been dispatched and it will be with you tomorrow sometime between 8 AM and 6 PM.
And the government's new tracing app should be up and running by June 1st, for anyone who likes to cheat at drawing. You're only cheating yourself, you know.
And in a move that will shock no one, Donald Trump has started taking advice from the rat that lives under his hair that tells him how to do all his cooking.
And BBC mainstay EastEnders is set to restart filming ever so soon, because that's what we really need, more misery and Cockney shouting.
And remember, it's exam season for all you homeschoolers out there. Make sure your little darlings go through the same stress that we did, otherwise it's not fair, is it?
And as usual, with everything that's coming up in the show, here's Vincent Vega. Take it away. Wicka wicka wah wah.
What's coming up next, Lee?
Well, Oxfordshire's Suicide Notes have been making their own video whilst on lockdown, so I thought we'd have a little look at that, and also a little performance that they did just before the lockdown happened, a little rehearsal with the whole band playing for you now. Enjoy that.
Strong, just like me with my cigarette, doing the cold burn.
Hiya, this is Alex from the Suicide Notes. Hope you're all staying safe and sane during lockdown. Thanks for tuning in to Co-Video Breakdown.
There was nothing left but to sweat the sheets. write a tragedy. Lonely flies with an icicle feet. She walks with angels and despair. The tone on his back, I know the sunshine in her hair. She always knew that bad habits would lead her to good intention. Mirrors deception, life her life, looking for the truth. Another day in my best man girl. Live fast, smoking like a cigarette. Shoot so fast that there's no regrets. The past in your mind. Live fast, smoking like a cigarette. Drink the glass just to forget the lies in those eyes. Live fast, smoking like a cigarette. Shoot so fast that there's no regrets. In the past, in your mind. Live fast, smoking like a cigarette. Drink the glass just to forget the lies in those eyes. Live fast, smoking like a cigarette. Drink the glass just to forget the lies in those eyes. Live fast, smoking like a cigarette. Shoot so fast that there's no regrets. In the past, when you're alive. Live fast, smoking like a cigarette. Shoot so fast that there's no regrets. In the past, when you're Live fast, smoking like a cigarette. Drink the glass just to forget the lies in those eyes.
Awesome, that was great, and thanks to Quick Fix Recordings for sending us over that. What's up next, Grace?
Oh wow, I'm getting a bit hungry. So it is Ben Phillips. He's back!
Yay! Take it away, Ben.
Okay, so I'm making breakfast this morning. This is one of my favourite recipes. I love all kinds of food, as you can probably tell from my video. I love meat dishes, love veggie dishes, and I love vegan dishes. And what's amazing is when you get a vegan dish that is even better than a classic. And I think this is one. So I'm going to make pancakes this morning, completely vegan pancakes with just 2 core ingredients. So this is gram flour, which is used an awful lot in Indian cooking. And it makes a really lovely pancake batter. Okay, so I've got 240 grams in here. This is for 3 people. And now what I need to do is I need to mix that with some water, and I want to weigh the water. So I want 100 grams more of water than I have flour. So 240 now, so I want 340 grams of water. So I've got my jug there on the scale, and I'm just going to measure out that water. So we're going to add that to the mix, and this is a sweet pancake recipe, so I'm using some vanilla powder in here, just about a teaspoon, and then about a tablespoon of sugar in there, and just a little pinch of salt as well. Okay, and the great thing about this mix is you could make it with You could make it savoury with some cheese and chives, something like that. It's a very versatile pancake batter. So I'm just going to give that a whisk up. It's looking a tiny bit thick, so I'm just going to put a tiny little drop of water in there. No eggs, no milk, just gram flour and water. And you can see that's kind of a nice loose consistency. It smells great because of the vanilla. And I'm just going to let that stand now for about 20 minutes, and then we're going to make our pancakes. So we're ready to make pancakes. I've got a frying pan here on a low heat. The heat management is really important when we're making a batch of pancakes, because obviously we don't want to get the pan too hot to begin with, because we're not going to burn the pancakes, but also the pan is going to get hotter as we're cooking, so we need to regulate the heat quite carefully. I've got my oven on quite low, about 120, just so that I can keep the ones that I've made warm while I'm making a batch for everybody. And I'm just going to go into the pan, because we're keeping it vegan, with some rapeseed oil. So a good coating on the bottom of the pan. You don't want to deep fry these pancakes, but you do want a good coating of oil to start with. Your first pancake's not always going to be your best one. We'll build up as we go along to the perfect ones, but they'll all be delicious. The great thing about this pancake batter is that they kind of come out really crispy and golden, almost kind of like Yorkshire pudding batter, like a sweet Yorkshire pudding batter. And they're really, really good. So just going to let that oil heat up, and then we're going to pop in our first pancake. Okay, so we just want a nice ladle full. That's literally about ½ an inch off the top of the ladle there. And we're just going to circle that into the pan. Okay. And just run it around pan carefully. Now we're just going to let it sit. Get a nice crust on that side, and then we're going to flip it over. And we're not going to do any silly pancake day flipping, because these lift out and flip over quite nicely with a fish slice. So you can see little air bubbles popping on the top here. Smell that vanilla, really nice. And we can just lift it up and have a little look. Just give that another moment. Okay, I'm going to flip this over. And hopefully you can see on top there we've got some nice crispy colour on top here. That's going to be a really lovely sweet treat. As I say, the first one you're not going to get as much colour on the others, because the heat in the pan is going to increase. First one's a bit of a sacrificial lamb to start things off with, because you don't want to go in too hot, because by the end, as soon as you put your pancake mix in, it's just going to burn and you get black bits on it. You don't want that. So you want to build up slowly. I always take one for the team and have the first pancake on my plate. Just lift it up and check. Have another little minute on there. Right, I'm going to take this out now, pop it on a plate, and I'm just going to stick that in that low oven, keep warm while I make the rest. And you can see this is my second one. Now that I've got some heat going in the pan, I'm able to go a bit bigger with these. The first one's just like a little tester, really. Once you start to see some smoke come off the sides, just lift it up, have a little look. That can have another minute. And you can see they're quite robust, they're very easy to flip. You've got that nice golden crust on top there. You see that nice colour on there, that's going to give you really nice crispy bits on your pancake. So I'm on to my third pancake now. Heat's regulating really nicely, not getting too hot, but those pancakes are sucking up some of that oil, so I'm just going to put a little bit more rapeseed oil in there. Run that round the pan, make sure it all gets nice and coated, and then just take that heat down ever so slightly. So we can always turn it back up. And whereas with the first one I was getting that like not a complete spoonful, now we know the heat's working, so we can go bigger. in there and quickly pick it up, run it round just to get maximum surface area on that pancake. If you can hear it just sizzling slightly around the edges, then the heat's perfect. If it goes in and it's kind of screaming at you, then you need to turn it down. Okay, there we go. Vegan pancakes made with gram flour, water, a bit of vanilla, a bit of sugar. They're nice and crispy on the outside, nice and fluffy. And obviously topping is your personal preference. For me, nice and simple, some maple syrup over the top. Don't scrimp with the maple syrup. There we go. And hopefully when we cut into that, nice crispy outside, and you've got nice, lovely fluffy inside. Perfect. Enjoy.
That looked delicious.
Yum, rumble on the top.
Dare I ask what's up next?
Oh, my rumble has turned to butterflies because it is the Soap Girls. Now, there might be a lot of animal sounds in the next clip. You'll have to excuse it. We did actually manage to get the girls, footage of the girls with clothes on and everything. They're quite controversial usually, so this is them reining it in just for you on Code Video Breakdown.
Hello? It's for you. What? Friends. I'd rather be dead.
We're the Soap Girls.
I'm Millie.
And I'm me.
And today we're going to be figuring out who knows who better. Oh, how well do you know your bandmate?
How well do you... Wait. So what are you doing in this video? What do you do in the band?
Who are you, man?
What do you do in the band?
I'm a bassist. The question is, who the f are you, man? Come on, guys. Who's punking me here?
Seriously? Why is Bobo Baggins in this video?
It's called Frodo Baggins.
It's Hobo Baggins.
Frodo.
It's Hobo.
You can tell she doesn't like Lord of the Rings. I do.
Well,
she's a guitarist.
okay, she's the bassist.
And you're the guitarist.
And I'm the guitarist. What? Okay, the next question. What's your
favorite?
Okay.
God, dude, that's terrible.
Look at my writing.
It's horrendous. It's not funny. My arm's getting stuck.
Okay, what's your artist?
You
And
guess.
what's
You're
it?
supposed to
Okay,
tell
her
me.
favorite artist is probably Marilyn Manson. Is that right?
One of, yeah.
Okay.
Let's just say yeah.
Okay, and then what's mine?
She's got a shrine to herself, man. It's pretty sad.
pretty sad, man. I'm the only person that supports me, but hey. Okay, pet peeve of theirs. She hates when people make a funny noise with their mouth when they're eating. Like, she'll go insane. Or like a dry mouth talking.
Okay, that's one of the things, but my biggest peeve, dude, is injustice. And I hate animal abuse.
really?
That's not what you told me this morning when you ate my last tumble.
That was it. I was doing you a favor, man. And
What's mine?
your pet peeve is...
People wasting water when they brush their teeth.
Oh my god, I was meant to say it. I was gonna say you don't like velvet and peach skin, but yeah.
I don't like that either.
And she also hates animal abuse.
That was not that.
Okay,
This is my sister.
moving on.
Okay, what do you always eat and what do they do? Okay, so she always
You
eats.
It's the weirdest thing. She goes in the garden and she looks for truffles.
It's true.
It's weird.
Amazing. What you can find these
No,
days.
my sister loves
Chocolate.
chocolate. Yeah, it's actually pretty disgusting.
Okay, let's see if I know you. Okay, on the count of three, say the one thing that you always eat every day. 1, 2, 3.
Fruit.
Wraps.
You suck.
You eat wraps every day.
I eat fruit every day. We don't have no wraps in the
Oh,
now.
you did, because you ate them all yesterday.
Wow, no, I
Okay.
didn't. Okay.
Okay, let's do that again. What do you always eat?
Fruit! Oh my god, you know me so well!
know.
Oh my god, this is amazing. Dude, you know me so well. It's like you live... Okay, that was up. Okay, carry on.
favorite album in this. Okay, I'm gonna say yours on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Dirt. Bye.
Alice in Chains. Oh my god. I didn't even know. I was like, what are you on, man? Okay, your favorite album is...
Which one? 1, 2, 3.
I'm
Crowded
a-
House.
I was gonna say I'm a Barbie girl. Okay,
Crowded
yeah, it's Crowded
House.
House, but which album?
Best of.
Jesus, she loves that song. Always take the weather. God, man, don't even get so
Okay.
emotional.
Funny habit of theirs. Okay, her funny habit is she'll do. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Does the splits whenever she can. What's
Your
mine?
weird habit.
1, 2, 3.
You
Pick at my
bleach
nose.
everything. Oh, what?
Oh, what?
No, you bleach everything, man.
How'd you
I
do
mean,
that?
like counters and the turban and stuff like that. It's weird, man. Why would you
I'm
do
a little bit
that?
obsessed with cleaning up stuff.
Yeah,
Mm.
it's pretty. Why's my room in a mess? Get to
Well-
work.
Just wait.
Okay, fine.
The minute you get out, it will be clean.
Okay, God.
Okay, love or money. 1, 2, 3.
Love.
Oh, I almost said something else. Love. I'm joking.
Okay.
Love, but there's nothing wrong if that love comes with money.
If they buy you a diamond ring,
I mean, it's still love, right?
He's
No, we're
a
joking.
great guy.
Or a great girl. You don't have to
Exactly.
say what it is. Just take it.
Or a
go.
lovely, like, bear.
Yeah. No, we're joking. Love always. Love is eternal. Money,
Love is eternal.
It-
When you broke ass, no, it's not.
yes, it is.
I'm just joking.
I'm a musician. I found love. No one loves me.
For the last
Joking.
time you f***ing Bobo Baggins, you are not a
You're
fucking
Hobo Baggins.
musician.
Okay, so we know each other
Very well.
very well.
Yeah.
Who are you,
We're
man?
gonna edit this video to make it look like our
We knew everything. So, what is my favorite thing? Fruit. Come on, man. Jesus. Okay, bye. And thank you for watching this. Have a beautiful time. And also,
We know we did this in a way, but you know what? Life's too short and we're too lazy.
and also we're blonde, man. We wanted to do it our way.
No, you wanted to do it your way.
Exactly. Dude, not right now. Okay, bye. One thing though, I will say that both of us can agree on
Yes. Music.
is life.
Yes.
You should have said it too.
And also, like, non-judgment.
Yeah, exactly. I think
ends are split.
both of
Yeah.
our pet peeves, like the biggest one is judgmental people.
Yeah, we don't like that.
Okay, bye.
It's so hard, you got bills to pay. Living in nightmares, but it's easy.
after all that intensity, I think I need to chill out. What do you reckon?
Well, luckily, Fong Deezy is here.
Yay! Chill out with Fong Deezy.
This is for all the dreams I've lost and all the things that I've forgot. The one too many shots that made my brain cells start to rot. This is for all the dreams I've lost and all the things that I've forgot. The one too many times I repeat lines from getting writer's block. Revive the drums and music, survive the bumps and bruises. You don't need dumb excuses, come and loosen, be a nuisance. This genre fusion is proven to lead to one conclusion. Some delight in such confusion, think we have a problem, Houston. We got a conscious human running around provoking thoughts. How in the hell did he get here? There are no more open doors. We don't promote those sorts of joking talks. He's not sold in stores, he wrote the scores on ocean floors. So how did he get on these walls? Down your drinks and get the rounds in. Hear the words that I'm pronouncing. Down the snips of syllable clowning. Round hips with silicone bouncing. Red lips, the girls are pouting. Med fix, the scouts are shouting. Next hit, the industry scouting won't be something that profounded. Let's show them what we're made of. Let's show them what we're made of. Ridiculous rhymes with rickety flows. Simplest times with little provoked. Industry minds can...
Welcome back to Code Video Breakdown. I'm Cloak.
And I'm Dagger.
And we're going to review some Marvel comics for you.
Woo!
Woo! So, what are we going with first, Grace?
Let's go with one I read.
Go on then.
This is a little bit of a follow-up to that Alias I was talking about last week. This is Jessica Jones' Purple Daughter by Thompson, De Urelis, Andrade, Paipru. I can't pronounce their names, but they're at the bottom.
Well, you did alright with Thompson.
Yeah. So this follows on nicely from Alias, which I was talking about last week. This follows directly on from the Jessica Jones comics, and which were released a few years ago. And she is with Luke Cage in this, and they have a daughter. But guess what? She's purple, so it's called the Purple Daughter. Oh no!
Purple Daughter. It's like a Pearl Jam Prince sound clash, isn't it?
Yeah. So it's good. She teams up with Emma Frost from the X-Men in it, and this is because there's a feeling that the Purple Man might be back, even though they thought they'd thrown Purple Man into the sun. Jessica Jones and Luke Cage's daughter is purple. They think it's something to do with the Purple Man. They go and investigate it. It's pretty good. I'm not super keen on the illustration. That's okay. That's just my preference. You might love it. Give it a read. It's nice and easy. Lots of heroes in it. Lots of good banter. Go for it.
And I've been reading Cloak and Dagger. You might have watched the series that's been on various streaming services. It's a pretty good series. I think season 2 was especially good. Cloak and Dagger are, if you don't know, they are kind of runaway homeless type superheroes, bonded by the fact that one of them has a light force orientated power and one of them has a dark force orientated power. this harks back to before they were superheroes, and a friend that they had who was also powered, who, let's put it this way, memories of him start to tear the two of them apart. I don't want to give away too much. There's some killings going on. Tandy, who's been away from Cloak for a while, believes that he might have something to do with it. All is not as it seems and will be revealed. Yeah, it's a good little story. It was by Dennis Hopeless. It wasn't hopeless, it was good. And David Messina. So yeah, I would check that out. First time in print from these Marvel series is where they're doing all the stuff that they've been putting out series of. There's Jessica Jones one, a Luke Cage one, and an Iron Fist one as well. So yeah, go and grab one of those if you like a light read. I got through it pretty quickly. It's not like epic, but it pushes along the Cloak and Dagger story nicely, and if you've been watching the series, it ties in really nicely with that as well, a lot of the themes of the characters. So what's up next?
Well, next up, it's our super duper amazing interview.
Oh no, I'm all excited again.
With Kellindo!
Kellindo!
Hey!
Hey! Kellindo, as they say in the... How are you? Well, yeah, afternoon over here. So we've got...
Oh, wow.
So I've had a bit more time to get adjusted than you.
Nice. Yeah, just having my coffee right now. My morning coffee.
Yeah, in front of the Disney castle, of course.
It's kind of cool, huh?
Well, as you can see, I'm just chilling on this beach here.
I love it.
I bet you didn't even realise that Bath had palm trees, but yeah.
I know.
Thanks so much for spending the time, by the way, before I forget to say it,
Oh,
because I am really appreciative. Well, it's my pleasure too. So
thanks for having me.
Your singles are all quite different, and you even sing in a totally different range in all of them, and it's like you're. And I couldn't tell how much of that is on the axis between the character that suits the song and you kind of, I don't know how long you've been singing and whether you're feeling your way and trying out a load of different things or...
Right. Well, it's all planned. And I mean, yeah, each song I feel warrants a certain tonality, when it comes to vocals, even guitar, as much as I love, Les Pauls and Stratocasters, some songs have to have a Telecaster or a Stratocaster.
Right, yeah.
So same thing with singing. So the song Sugar, I tried it out kind of in a lower pitch just to see what that would sound like, a more masculine kind of sound.
Yeah.
And it was just like,
this is
a little creepy.
Right, really? Right, yeah, okay, yeah, I get that, yeah. So when you did all these, obviously all these songs, like it's interesting you said about the tone and also the timbre of your voice.
Yes.
They're very, very different on each of the songs as well.
Yes.
There's a much more. It made me think of Lenny Kravitz a bit on the Flowers. It had that kind of like semi-rocking shout out, but also a slightly hippie-ish throwback, which works so well with the context of the song again. And so it does feel like you're making little snapshots.
Yeah, it's all encompassing. I mean, we're surrounded now by so many different types of music, and as the world is getting smaller and smaller, we're in tune with so many things that are going on around the world, and Flowers was definitely a look back into my childhood, and of course the era of music back then. Rock and roll was definitely like number one.
Yes,
and I just remember going, like, leaving my house, going to school, and just naturally tripping off of the beauty of nature and trees and the sky, and whether it's blue skies or cloudy skies or what have you, and so and I remember really mentally, spiritually kind of getting off on the beauty of the flowers and the trees. So dancing in the winds, that's
things that end up a little lost when you get caught in the grind.
Yeah, I mean, you got to pay bills and stuff. You're not looking at the trees like that. You're looking at your bank account.
Yeah. So because your new single is called Summertime, I've decided to ask you summer related questions.
Okay.
So my first was your summer memories of a kid and the music that you heard around.
Wow. you know, hair bands, rock and roll hair bands, talking about, you know,
What
the
was your
lady.
hair like, and what kind of age are we saying? Are we
Oh, it was definitely an afro. It was definitely like a
awesome?
short afro, you know. And but I was such a fan of different types of hairstyles, and I remember seeing the musical Hair,
Right?
you know, loving it. And
Yeah.
so I was just like, yeah, wow, this is so cool. Like you can actually have rock and also have an opera at the same time, and it's just
Sure.
it's
Right.
very
That must
modern,
have
very cool.
stood you in good stead for what was to come in the future, obviously.
Exactly, exactly. I saw him, I saw Tommy, and I kind of, even though the music, oh my God, the music was just so rock and roll and so beautiful. And Pete Townsend is such a genius, you know. The ending though freaked me out because I was really young when I saw it. And
Right, yeah. So then, okay, so your first summer playing guitar,
hmm,
what was
first
the
summer playing
guitar?
guitar. The first summer, I would say it was my favorite dream guitar I've ever wanted, and it was it was a yellow Fender Stratocaster.
Right, and
It was
the,
real rich yellow too.
yeah,
Yeah.
and what kind of, and were you in a band?
I was.
Yeah,
I was in a
yeah,
band. I was in a band at the time called The Mix,
right.
and
What kind of
we,
stuff?
it was rock. It was definitely. It was kind of like Def Leppard,
Right,
you know.
yeah, cool.
And it was two black guys, two white guys. That's why we called it The Mix.
Oh, cool. Yeah, wicked.
Yeah,
Awesome.
we were like, wow, this is cool. We're like different colors, man.
Amazing. How novelty.
Yeah, breaking the rules.
So, what was your first summer spent in vans and playing like festivals and stuff, and some of your memories about that?
Definitely, that would be. Let's see. That would be in vans playing festivals. I would say Janelle Monae. I would say it would be 2000 and maybe like 8, 7 or 8. I'll say 8. It's a blur now what year it was.
And what differences between playing festivals compared to your indoors things? What do you
Yeah.
like about it versus what do you maybe not like about it? I don't know.
Hmm. Yeah, I love the energy, you know, of all the people that are out there just for music and for hanging, and they're just out there intense all day and night, and the atmosphere is very special.
Yeah.
So
Do
I
you
love
like the
that.
outdoors? Do you like
I
playing with the
do.
open?
I do. I do. As much as I love the indoors, um, there's something special about playing outside. You know, I feel like you're even closer to God, really.
How do you
In my,
stay looking cool? Because obviously you look cool all the time and you've got all these outfits and they can't become messes. Do you have that Morris Day thing where you just don't sweat?
I wish. No, I'm drenched after a show is over. No, usually what I do is I just move around as quickly as possible so no one can tell how soaking I am.
Awesome. Obviously it wasn't quite summer, but you did play some gigs in Brazil with Amy Winehouse, God rest her soul. Obviously,
Yes.
wondered whether you could tell me a little about A, how that came about, and then B, just what that was like. Really, that
Yes, it was too short, you know, as far as I'm concerned. But yeah, I think it came about through Paradigm, our booking agency. And I'm so thankful that we were able to do that because I've always been such a huge fan of
yeah,
Amy Winehouse. And I couldn't wait to see her perform. That was my number one
sure.
thing. I was like, I knew our show would be great, but I just wanted to focus on watching her after we were done. And man, let me tell you, it was kind of scary because I don't think she appeared on the first song or something. I forget. I think she took a break, and it was just kind of
Sure.
like a
Uncertainty
plane,
moments. Yeah, yeah,
right? Kind of like a plane taking off. It's like, okay, yeah, we're good. Let's do it again. But she killed it. She sounded so amazing, and you know, and then the shows got better and better each day. So I just remember, okay, I need to meet her. Because a few nights went by and we didn't get to meet her yet, and
right.
I'm looking at the calendar and the tour is about to end.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Lance, the trumpet player, and I decided we'll make the move. So
Right.
we spoke to one of her band members. Her band, they're all so amazing, such great people, and really talented. And so one of the guys was like, yeah, okay, I'll make it happen. So he brought Amy downstairs, and we spoke and took a picture together.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then we just because of that we decided to have a tour
Oh,
party.
wicked, awesome.
She never met Janelle at the time, so she said that she was pretty shy, and that's why she didn't say hi to anybody
Yeah,
yet.
yeah,
So
yeah.
then we had a party, and that we all got to mingle, and that was really
Awesome.
something special.
What was your last memories of being in a recording studio when it was really lush and summery outside?
Yesterday, today.
Sure.
I mean, you know, I'm sitting here in my studio. It's hard to tell with all the stuff going on behind me, but all that excitement. But yeah, it's tough. You know, I obviously the studios are inside. I've never recorded an album outside, but I'm kind of used to you know, being tempted to go outside,
Hermit
but
life, yeah, yeah.
situation, yeah. But living in New York, you don't really want to go outside right now.
Sure.
So,
was the bulk of your recording done, would you, in Atlanta? Like
yes.
with Janelle? Yeah.
Janelle albums, yes. So far, every album.
So you've got a nice sunny environment there that you're constantly missing every time you're in the studio, I'm guessing.
Yeah, but you know, I record for a couple hours, then I'll come outside and you know what I mean, go outside and get some sun and come back in.
Yeah, I guess when it's always there, you don't need to worry. In England, you're like, oh, there's some sun, I've got to go out and grab it whilst it's there.
Right.
But I guess when it's always there, you can do some, and then you can be, I've had enough sun, I can go in and do something fun, and vice versa, if you know what I mean. So just as an aside, did you ever bump into the Outcast guys?
I did. I totally did. Let's see, the first time, I'm trying to remember, gosh, I forget which one I met first, but I worked at Guitar Center before Janelle got the record deal, and so I remember Andre came to Guitar Center, so I met him first.
Wicked.
Then Big Boy I met at Stankonia.
Right.
And
awesome. Oh, amazing! In their little
in the studio, yeah, man.
With the organized noise guys, or
yeah, they were all there. His whole crew. Andre wasn't there, but everybody else was there, and we ended up having a Super Bowl party later that year at Stankonia. It was so much fun because it was my New York Giants against the New England Patriots.
Oh wow! So so you invested, Yes.
That was the year the Patriots won every single game of the season, so they just were away from being undefeated all year.
Wow!
Surprise everybody and won. It was the most fun I've ever had at a Super Bowl.
Awesome. What was that like? The vibe in the just to detour slightly, the vibe in the Stankonia studio with like, did you hear like tunes going on whilst you were there and stuff like that?
Yeah, super cool. There's always, you know, exciting new music playing. Man, it's such great energy. You know, very simple studio. It wasn't like extra show-offy or glitzy or anything like that. It was just real comfortable and very nice. You know, and all the platinum records on the wall, you know, a reminder of where we were, you know, those guys are such geniuses. And we toured with them too, so that was so much fun as well.
I totally.
Another example of, you know, you can't wait to get back in the crowd and watch.
Right,
you know. The hotel? What hotel? I'm staying.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, why would you do anything but watch that? Yeah. You've had a bit of time spent with Nile Rodgers as well. How is that like, kind of just like, oh, here's the guy who wrote like, you know what I mean? Like the freaking good times and like
incredible. I mean, he's such an incredible guitarist, very underrated, and still, even though he's appreciated and respected, oh my gosh, we had a jam session one time playing jazz rhythm changes, and he can play jazz really, really well.
Yeah.
So yeah, I run into him on the street quite a bit, and we speak on the phone every now and again.
Yeah, wicked. That must be a little bit trippy, I guess, in a way.
Very, yeah. It's just like, wow, summertime music once again. I mean, growing up,
yeah.
You know, listening to Chic as well, and just the disco vibe.
Yeah.
Bee Gees, all that kind of music. Donna Summer. That's summer music too as well.
Yeah. So you weren't part of the Disco Sucks movement, even though you were into your rock. You were keeping it open. Keeping it broad-minded.
I'm Yankees, Mets, you know, Giants, Jets. So yeah, disco was beautiful. As much as I love rock and you know, I had to play only one music would be rock, of course, but disco.
Right, is that
beautiful.
the case? Right, if you were
Yeah.
like Desert
Oh,
Island
yeah.
Discs and you had one disc.
Oh, it would be. I mean, it would have to be rock. Although I love jazz, I love classical, and I would love to have at least one CD of each genre.
Yeah, it'd be nice, wouldn't it? I'd like a Desert Island, like just a little holder of a few discs, do you know?
Right.
That's
Even
why
though
I'm taking a Prince album, because then at least I've got it covered. Do you know?
You got it covered. That's why I like people like Prince, Led Zeppelin, Queen.
Yeah, because there's a breadth of stuff. Yeah. There's some twists and turns. Well, Janelle, obviously, there's a huge,
of course.
just a huge breadth in terms of the stuff that you can end up playing, which must keep you really inspired. I mean, like, one minute you're playing like, I don't know, Sir Green Down or something like that, and then you're doing like something completely like on the other side of things, like, I don't know, what's the really nice one off Electric Lady where you solo on loads on the end? It was Rock and Roll, that one.
Yes, Rock and Roll.
Yeah. I mean, like they're polar ends of a spectrum. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
And then you've got like your Come Alive, obviously, which is just frenetic and crazy. Comedy shock rock or something. Do you know what I mean? It's like it's got such a kind of over the top, like kind of really cool.
I was so happy that we played it at the Oscars. That was our last.
I mean, what is it like doing something like that?
It's funny. It's as huge as it appears on television, and the stage was huge. Don't get me wrong. It's kind of like an elephant in a china shop being in there, because so many people backstage, moving like clockwork, but like every step is almost choreographed in a chaotic kind of way, where if something goes wrong, and something can go wrong very easily, the whole thing is thrown off, and so super small venue out there in LA. When it comes to backstage, it's unlike the Grammy Awards, which they have at the Staples Center, humongous basketball arena.
Sure, yeah.
This was at the Nokia Theater, I believe, and it's kind of like an old school theater,
Yeah. So you're actually the dominant force in Australia when you're on the stage, in a way, aren't you? It's not like you're dwarfed by the enormity of something. You're actually like, I'm on. Yeah. Wow. How is it performing like next to someone like? I mean, obviously you've known her now 14 years. But how is it performing next to someone who is like, has that to bring? Do you know what I mean?
It feels great. It's very comforting, because I can trust that she is going to be on her A game every single night.
And you're not going to stand out too much if you go wild as well. You're
right. Oh no, I can't. No chance. No, not with her on stage. I don't think anyone can outshine or match her level of shine on stage.
I especially like things like Mushrooms and Roses, which very early on kind of pull her into this like rock field, this psychedelic field, these kind of other things that most soul and R&B artists don't go into the realms of at all, if ever. So
Absolutely.
Can you tell me a bit about maybe that song, how that came together?
Yeah, it was pretty typical, where Janelle Monae and Nate Wonder and Chuck Lightning are collaborating on a song idea, and Nate approached me and asked me if I could write a bridge for the song, and so I was able to come up with the music to the bridge, and then Janelle came up with lyrics and everything, and so there you have Mushrooms and Roses, and it's definitely the feel of one of my number one inspirations, Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah. So I mean, those moments must be amazing to be playing on stage. Do you lose yourself in them?
Oh yes. Oh man, it's like church.
Both your dad was a trombonist, that's correct, right?
Yes.
And then and he was trombonist for whom? Sorry.
Well, he was trombonist for mostly for himself, and I mean, he would jam with my uncle Maceo every now and then.
Yeah.
He was the first Black professor at Columbia University Law School.
Oh wow!
That's what he was more famous for.
Really? Wow! And what year was that?
Gosh, he started there. I want to say 1973.
Oh wow!
Until he passed in 2000.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. But yeah, that's amazing. What an achievement. And he kept up trombone at the same time. My goodness.
He did.
and
You could hear him in his office.
at a level where Maceo would still let him come and play. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So how was that? I wanted to just quickly dwell on that. Like, how was that? Like, did you have much contact with Maceo as your uncle? And your other uncle was the drummer
Melvin,
in James
yes.
Brown's band.
Melvin,
yeah.
yes.
Melvin, yeah, which is incredible, right?
Yeah, it's like, really? I inherited this? This is amazing.
How much did you know and when did you know it?
I knew right off the bat. Actually, when I was a kid, I knew of Maceo more so as the saxophonist for Bootsy's Rubber Band.
Right, amazing.
That was the current thing, and but yeah, then when James Brown got released from prison, Maceo joined back with James Brown.
Yeah.
So we would go to, as a little kid, I would go see James Brown concerts with my dad.
So jealous.
Right?
So jealous.
I mean, I would get in there early enough for just to miss sound check, at the tail end of sound check, and just stay, because I was way underage, so I didn't want to get caught, So we just kind of kept me in the back, and to see like people like Robert Plant, come through, and Keith Hernandez from the Mets, and like all these different celebrities and legends watching James Brown. It's pretty remarkable. He was amazing. I mean, obviously.
You've had some contact with Stevie Wonder, have you not?
Yes, we've had the opportunity to play a few shows with him. We did something we did the Flint, Michigan fundraiser show to help with the water situation that was there, the crisis that was going on over there. We did something with him in LA at the Hollywood Bowl a few years ago.
Amazing.
Yeah, just amazing. I mean, there's someone who, talk about inspiration. There's somebody who plays piano like he can not only see everything that he's doing, but he plays piano like that's it. Like he's a real pianist.
Yeah, oh yeah. Like what baffles me is the drums. Like, I saw footage of that. That was when it really, I'd always known and it had always been there. But I think when I saw classic albums, Songs in the Key of Life thing, actually, and he was replaying bits of it in the studio or whatever, and he's just bashing out the drums, and I was like, how does that even, do you know what I mean? How, my brain.
Let me tell you, we had a jam session with him after one of his shows, and I was like, okay, time for me to go back to the woodshed and practice my ass off, because this man can play.
Makes anybody just seem like they should be doing more, right?
Yeah, like we got no excuses, you know what I mean? He's amazing. His birthday just passed, thank goodness. And he's well, he's healthy, and
awesome.
And amazing, and still young.
Just for my own pleasure, really, more than anything. As a Prince fan, I just wanted to hear a little about like your interactions with Prince, and I'll link it in by saying, "Play in the Sunshine." There you go.
Yes. Yes. Wow. He was a gentleman, very cool and approachable. I remember whenever he would come to our show, he would come backstage after the show was over and tap me on the shoulder or the elbow and be like, "Hey, do you want to go jam?" And I remember, the answer was always yes, even though I felt like, I wanted dinner and bed.
Yes, just shower maybe.
Yeah, shower. Because I was exhausted at that point. But looking at this guy who is a legend, who is older, like he's been doing it for
and still, well, that's like Maceo. I'd be watching on these O2 shows, I'd go to the after shows where the MPG would be playing, and I'd be getting a bit tired, and I'd look up and there's Maceo still going, and I'm like, what am I doing feeling tired? I'm just watching. Do you know?
Right.
And it's like 3 in the morning and Maceo's still going crazy. Do you know what I mean? And he's like, and he's on top form. So what kind of songs did you play these jams? What kind of stuff?
Man, that's a good question. It was, I'm trying to think, it was like improv.
I guess we're talking like 3 in the morning kind of thing.
Yeah.
Who else was in these jams with you and stuff?
Sometimes Maceo. I remember we did a show in Chicago at the House of Blues. Well, the show was at some venue, but then the jam was at the House of Blues.
Right.
And Maceo was there because he was on tour with Prince at the time. And
amazing.
I guess we played Maceo songs and not the obvious, cover, but we just
What?
jammed out
Yeah, yeah,
on
yeah.
funk, and usually
Yeah,
Chris
yeah,
played
yeah.
bass or
Yeah, of
piano, and
course.
I
Yeah,
played
yeah.
guitar.
Yeah, he'll
Yeah.
just.
We only
Yeah.
played guitar. He only played guitar with me once, and that
Right.
was captured on video, Madison Square Garden. That was the only time
Oh,
that he played
yeah, yeah.
guitar.
Amazing. Wow, yeah.
Yeah.
And how's that? That must be like a crazy thing to just.
I mean, yeah. So we're Madison Square Garden. I'm watching him perform from underneath the cymbal. Is the stage with the
Yeah, yeah,
cymbal, and so I'm
yeah.
looking from behind, and all of a sudden he stops playing. He turns around. He comes towards me, and I'm just like, "Uh-oh, why is he coming this way?" And he goes, "Hey, Kellindo, you want to come jam?" And I'm like, "Right now?" He's like,
So, what was your last summer holiday?
ooh, yes, I will say last summer well, it was more like fall, tail end of summer, fall, when I went to that place behind me.
Oh, awesome, wicked.
Yeah,
Disneyland or Disney World?
Disney World.
Disney World, yeah. Do you think
Yes.
Disney World is better, or do you think Disneyland is better?
Disney, well, I hate to get people mad, but Disney World over Disneyland.
I think
Absolutely.
Disney World, and it also has the benefit of, if you are like, obviously when you're in England, you need to do a few things at once or whatever. So, because they're all within striking distance if you're in
Yeah.
Orlando. So you've got a SeaWorld thing there.
Yeah, SeaWorld, which I
Yeah,
haven't
yeah.
seen yet, but and then there's the Universal. I will say, I think Universal in Orlando is probably better because it's got more rides. But the Universal in LA, oh man, that tour. Have you been to the tour yet? Have you been to LA?
I
Universal?
did when I was young, but I haven't been on it
Yeah.
for years. I mean, it used to do all the old school, like, the Psycho House, the Jaws
Right.
Shark, but they've
They
changed
still have that.
those. Do they still have that
They
exact
still,
one?
they,
Is
they
it
still have Jaws, but trust me, you want to go there now. I don't want to give anything away. That's my favorite ride in a theme
really?
park in LA. Like
Yeah.
overall favorite ride.
Okay, wicked, awesome.
Yeah.
We didn't think we'd get onto that, did we?
No, but it's fun.
Yeah.
So much
Awesome.
fun.
So yeah, okay. So I'll do you a quick summer quiz. Okay, and it's
Yeah,
just answer one or the other. It's just random, so don't take it too seriously. Donna Summer or Jimmy Somerville?
Donna Summer.
Right. Okay. Summer Breeze or Summer in the City?
Summer Breeze.
Oh, I hear a little Isley in your playing sometimes, by the way, just as a
Yes.
detour. Yeah. Do you have any
Yeah.
tricks for, like, like when you're on stage and you've got to get that big bit of sustain and feedback? Do you have to turn around, like face your amp, or do you have a little one louder pedal that kind of boosts it for you?
All the above.
All of
and
it.
all of it. And I tell
Depending what you need, you've got various
Yeah.
steps of insanity.
because there are times when I'm out in the front of the house and I'm away from everything,
Yeah,
away
so
from
you
all my
need to-
speakers. So I talk to my friend Tony, who is our stage monitor guy, and he cranks me up. He knows how to crank me up on the side fills
so that
we
you
can
can
get that
actually
feedback.
hear when you're roaming and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yes.
Otherwise, that'd be awful, wouldn't it? You go over there and then suddenly you can't hear.
There's nothing.
Well,
yeah.
it's very entertaining, but what's he playing?
Yeah, right. Oh, I have some stories. That's another conversation.
Oh no, please do divulge. Go on then. What was your worst? What's your worst? Like, oh no, really? Like,
Ooh. I'll say the one when we were on this most recent tour, my wireless was really malfunctioning severely.
right.
The guitar was doing nothing but crackling so loud. It sounded like a short. You have a short in your. When you unplug your speaker cable and the speaker's on. It's
Just constant
So,
that.
Yeah, and
Oh.
and during prime time, and Janelle's singing. It's just me
Oh
and her.
no, on the softest
Yes.
moment that you could possibly
Yeah,
have.
it's like, and she's looking at me like, "What the hell
What
are
are
you
you
doing,
doing?
man?"
This is
like,
not the time for
It's not me, I
experimenting.
promise. Right.
That must be awful as well when you're busy doing it and everybody's like looking at you and you're like, no, honestly, it's the gear. Like...
It's not me, I promise.
Wicked. Okay, so back to the quiz.
Yes.
This is a tough one. Everybody loves sunshine, or you are the sunshine of my life.
Oh, you're the sunshine of my life. I can't believe that one human being wrote that song. You're the sunshine of my life.
Right. Yeah. Hot fun in the summertime or summertime blues.
Oh man, off the bat, I'm gonna go with Hot Fun in the Summertime.
Fair enough. Fair enough. It's tough,
Yeah.
isn't it? Again, I've
It's
tried
tough.
to.
It's just it just rings, the hook rings in my head a little bit stronger.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay, movies now. Summer of Sam or Midsummer?
Ooh, I have not seen Midsummer, so
Right.
I'm gonna
Okay,
say
so you got to go Summer of Sam. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah. Okay, and this one's a cheat. But Sun Ra or Sun Tzu?
I mean, I know Sun Ra, so I'll say Sun Ra.
Fair enough. Fair
Who's
enough.
the other one? Sun Tzu.
Sun Tzu, The Art of War.
Oh, I need to write.
Is-
I need to write these things down.
Is there an album planned, a solo album?
Yes, yes. So I am currently working on finishing a rock opera.
Oh, amazing.
Yes, it's very exciting. It's going to be about, love and heartbreak and betrayal and
Awesome.
and survival, and so summertime is going to be on the album. Summertime is kind of like the moment of finding yourself after all the craziness that this character went through.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I'm
And
pretty
is that
excited about
personal?
that.
Is that a metaphorical Cindy Mayweather to your own for your own personality? Is that?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. How
awesome.
did you know?
I just figured, well, you've obviously gone through, like years and years of and been at the side of things. How is it a huge pressure to do your own thing, or do you feel like freed up by the fact that you've been around all these amazing influences and it can all pour into what you do?
Yeah, it feels very freeing to me to be able to do this, and I think I would say the only thing is the pressure to um, to to relax and to letting it be released without my perfectionist mentality, which I have. I've been working on this for a very long time.
How long would you say?
Many years, just many years, and rewriting the song,
adding songs, new
adding, subtracting, updating, re-recording, and it's gotten to the point where everyone who is really close to me is like, damn it, will you release the damn thing now?
And so is this this is your push? Are you like trying to precipitate things almost in a way to get yourself to kind of go, okay, right, well, I've set this ball rolling, so I've really got to do it now?
Yes, exactly.
Right.
So summertime,
Sorry,
May
I keep
29th.
leaving you only small answers because I keep saying something, and then you go, yes.
Yeah, no, I love it. You're my
I say like a
spokesperson.
sentence like that, and then you're like, yeah, that's
Yep.
it.
It's like you're the translator.
So do you send your stuff off to people like for their ears? Like you've obviously, great producers, great musicians.
Yes.
Do you ever do you ever call up Niall and go, hey, what do you reckon to this one?
That's a good idea. Actually, I haven't done that. But yes, I'm actually sending this out to the Wonderland team very shortly and get their opinion on everything. They have heard most of it a couple months ago, in bits and pieces. Yeah. So just make sure we're all kind of on the same page and get.
What we talking, like a full, like a CD's worth, like a full 16, 18 song, like epic.
It's like an hour's worth of music.
Right,
seriously.
wicked, big chunky, and like how many songs roughly, or is it sorted?
Something like 12. I would
right.
say.
Okay. Cool. That's quite compact for a rock opera.
Yeah.
I think that's fairly succinct.
Maybe
13. I mean, in the modern age, that's still obviously like a huge amount of attention for people, I guess.
Yes,
but it being a rock opera, obviously, it'll have your highs and lows and your compelling parts and stuff like that.
You hear a lot of vocal range as well, lots of guitar.
Right. Yeah. And are you playing everything on it, or have you roped in friends?
I'm playing everything on some of the songs, but I have worked in my violinist Alex Weil on the music, and trying to think offhand who else is on there.
Do you play drums yourself?
I do, but not in this apartment. so thanks for Dax. Thanks for saying drums.
Right,
Dax Nielsen, the son of Rick Nielsen, is playing drums on this as well. He's on one of the songs.
So do you find you connect with
people
like
that? I absolutely do. Yeah, we understand what we're going through, and we help each other out. Leon Cottrell is also on the album playing drums on a couple of the songs. But yeah, you know, I was like, Dax, man, what do I owe you for this? And he said, just spell my name correctly. That's all I ask. I'm like, wow, thank you.
And how is it spelled, just for the record?
Dax, D-A-X-X.
Right, brilliant, awesome, right. So, yeah.
And so his father wrote, "I want you to want me."
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. That's
a trick.
So
oh
yeah, so
gosh.
when are we looking at this album coming out then? Have you got any kind of firm plans?
I'm leaning towards fall. It's definitely gonna be fall, not sooner than that.
Are you gonna go out and tour solo?
Man, I plan on as soon as this pandemic is over.
If this is a big rock opera, are you gonna like have like a touring rock opera? Is that how you're gonna present it, or are you gonna just do them as live songs and then the album be its kind of own beast?
Yeah, live I'll do it kind of like the way the Who did Tommy live as a band.
Right. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This seems to be a big model that you keep coming back to. So yeah, and you've got videos. You've got a new video coming out, who's by the amazing Mark Maxwell, who is a fierce talent.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure we can both agree. Like
very futuristic.
Yeah, otherworldly.
He's so good. Yeah, we did a video to the song "Sugar," which will be a bonus track for those who purchase the album on Apple Music. So we're gonna have a new single. Is dropping, what date was that? May 29th, summertime.
29th, yes, okay,
yes,
awesome.
Friday, May 29th.
That's sometime. And you have a video for summertime, or that's
not
just,
yet. Not yet. We're putting together a little lyrical video.
Oh, nice, awesome, wicked.
Yeah.
Awesome, that'd be cool. Awesome, wicked. Yeah. So, and then the album in the fall, and hopefully as soon as we can get out of the house, some Kellindo live dates.
Let's go.
Awesome.
Let's go rock and roll.
So thank you anyway. I'll let you go. Thanks so much for spending the time. Best of luck for all the future.
Thank
awesome.
you. Thank
you.
You
rule, man.
You rock.
You
rock,
thanks so
man.
much for doing it. No, you do. Honestly, thanks so
How's your day? Feel the strain. Love is there. It's there for everyone.
That was so cool!
Awesome, he's so nice, isn't he?
He's the nicest person!
Yeah, really, thanks so much, Kellindo, for doing that interview. That was really fun and really cool. And everybody do go and get his new single, Summertime, on May 28th. That's going to be killer. And just look forward to some new Janelle Monae action, hopefully, on the horizon as well. Do you know what Kellindo's single previous to this one was called?
What was it, Lee?
It's called Games, Grace. Do you like games?
I do like games.
Awesome. Well, here's Trista Bites with more games. Yeah!
Hey guys, Trista Bites here with another gaming recommendation, and I'd like to point you in the direction of Xeno Crisis by Bitmap Bureau. Yes, this is a Mega Drive game on a Mega Drive cartridge. It came out in 2018. It's absolutely great fun. It is a top-down shooter. You can play it 2 players co-op. It's a bit like Smash TV meets Aliens. It's good fun. In some places it's hard as nails. You can also collect power-ups between levels, and you can team up and try and find out the cause of the alien menace. But it isn't just on Mega Drive though. You can get it on Steam, you can get it on Switch, and all your favourite consoles. You can also buy boxed versions for the Neo Geo, for the Mega Drive. I believe they're bringing out a version for the Dreamcast as well, and you can purchase the ROMs from them directly over at Bitmap Bureau if you'd like to put it on an EverDrive or similar cartridge to run on your machine. It's a wonderful game. It's good fun. It has all of that nostalgic shooty alien destruction classicness that you may be looking for, but it is a modern game. And I love things like this, along with games like Tanglewood. They are brilliant to see people developing new games for these old consoles, and the fact you can also get them on things like the Switch and Steam as well means that they are accessible for everyone to play and enjoy. So if you'd like something that's basically running around, shooting aliens, collecting dog tags, finding power-ups, and taking a mate along with you to try and save the world, this is definitely a game you should try out. It's great fun, I highly recommend it, and I will see you guys all next week. Bye!
I don't know why, but I'm playing the game again.
Welcome back to Co-Video Breakdown. I'm Wayne.
And I'm Garth.
Extreme close-up!
What have you been watching, Lee?
I've been watching a lot of things. A lot of Walking Dead, if I'm completely honest.
Yeah.
But apart from that, I wanted to recommend a cool movie that not many people know and you can't really get a hold of very easily, so I don't know why I'm recommending it, but I wanted to because it's got a little summer theme in there. It's called Everybody Loves Sunshine, and it's got David Bowie, and Goldie as well. Oldie Goldie and Bowie team up as gangsters. You've seen this, haven't you guys?
I have seen it, yeah.
It's not the most expensive movie ever made, but it makes up for it in being compelling and also about the Manchester gang scene. It's pretty dangerous, dark stuff. You could say that the John Singleton vibe runs through this film, and it's also got like a lot of really cool music.
Not a lot of sunshine in it though, let's be honest.
There's a bit of sunshine. There's a lot of people going, sunshine. No, there's not actually, because it's not a Cockney gang one either. But Bowie's really, really good in it, and Goldie also, who you might have seen in the aforementioned EastEnders, is also a solid gangster in this. Solid gold gangster. If you don't know who Goldie is, go and check out Goldie's drum and bass music. He's got at least 3 awesome albums, Timeless, Saturn's Return and Journeyman, and all 3 of them are awesome examples of the genre, and broader than said genre as well. So anyway, there's a little review of Goldie as a dude as well. He's really nice as well. Met him at an Ice-T body count gig once, and me and my brother were with him, and he stopped to sign things, and when we were like, what are you doing here? He's like, what do you mean? It's Ice-T, man, of course I'm here. And we hung out for a little while, and he was really nice. So good on Goldie.
Well,
what are you reviewing then, Grace?
My films don't have any personal stories to go with them really. I didn't meet anyone from these films.
Probably just as well when you see what the films are.
So I'm recommending Wreck. So there's been some rubbish remakes of this film. This is the original Spanish version, and Wreck I think after Blair Witch Project, this really redefined the found footage genre for me. I think this is one of the most perfect examples of a found footage film ever made. And the premise is it's set in Spain, España, and this news reporter, she joins a fire crew for the night, just to do a little local community piece on the fire crew, and they get called out to a house where people are acting a little bit crazy, and she then gets roped into a night of zombie action, and it's really, really terrifying. And there's a sequel, which is kind of scary as well. Not as scary, but it's got a more kind of religious theme to it. So Wreck and Wreck 2. I think
Wreck 3 goes off the course a little bit, doesn't it? It starts being a less found footage and more just a normal zombie flick, which is fine, I guess, but kind of loses something about the original feel of it, I feel like. And lots of people might want to go down the zombie gorgeous straight movie way, but what I'd say to that is mal de muchos consuelo de tontos.
Nice one.
Do you know what that means?
No.
The bane of many is the consolation of fools.
You're so wise.
Thanks.
Watch this movie. It's pretty scary.
Watch Wreck.
Watch it.
After you finish watching this, of course. Don't stop this now and then go and watch it.
This isn't going to turn into a wreck.
Awesome, so that seems like it's another whole show.
Can't
Crazy.
believe it.
And we're still rolling through these
Episode
shows. Obviously
8.
lockdown might be ending soon, so we're kind of going on a to demand kind of basis.
But it'll only end if you follow the social distancing rules and stay indoors if you can, and just be a goodie, please.
Yeah, and if you can't be a goodie, be a baddie who stays in at the very least.
Yeah, be a baddie that stays 2 meters away from me, please. For goodness sake.
Yeah.
We
And
all
yeah.
want this to end.
So once again, I want to thank everybody who got involved, everybody who sent us stuff. Keep sending us stuff. You can keep sending us some stuff. You got a talent, got a little skill. You want to see it not about music for once? Then send something in. So yeah, but thank you to everybody who did. Go and follow them all on their ats and their .coms and their things like that, and buy their stuff. Please do share the show. Still no advertising on this thing, so still just trying to go by word of mouth. So please, those of you with big mouths, please do some shouting about this.
Like and subscribe.
I thought you were going to say like me. But yeah, thanks very much. We're going to play out with Noni Renee. She's an awesome soul singer from the village, and I don't mean the village which the village people come from. Although they were from New York, weren't they? So maybe it's the same village. Anyway, she's from the East Village. She's a singer-songwriter. Nothing to do with the village people. She's not now going to turn up in a sailor, Red Indian, army man or something like that outfit. So don't prepare. Yes, actually you've got a bit of a village people vibe.
Bye.
Thanks, take it away, Noni. Bye.
Bye.
He fucked up when he said have fun tonight. Lucky if I make it home. Think it's not equips keep him in the right. Wrong to think I'm left alone. One bird in the hand is two in the bush. Just play a step 3 ahead. Wasn't so cool for winning tournaments. The skills worked out in the end. He guessed that he must confess. It gets so tense, can't take more stress. Escape the pressure for new pleasure. I'm legit on my mission tonight. Even on some shit, playing innocent. He was the one who set the tone. Spending late nights with mystery women, while I sit waiting at home. I puffed up when I said have fun those nights. Not just any girlfriend, I'm the cool, supportive, confident, filled with my trust. Left me feeling like a fool. Why fuss? It's obvious. You keep doing what you put up with no regard or respect for your heart. He plays a part on my wish tonight. No, actually, on his wish tonight. On his wish tonight. So now here we are with this conundrum. No one's been playing by the rules. What do we do with the situation? Is a union what we choose? Hey. it comes back. 3, do not commit if you don't want it. If the shoe fits, stop your wish up tonight. No more wish up tonight. No more wish up tonight. Levi, only my wish up tonight. All my wish up tonight.